Hi everyone and welcome back, and yes, I know you're seeing me in this outfit for a couple of the videos, and that's just because I got some time today, um, and I thought I would try to get some of my requests in some of the videos that I wanted to get done. As the title of this video says, it's all about stippling brushes, and I own 5 stippling brushes. I actually own another one in that I bought in a recent kit brush set, but I will do a whole review on that brush set at a later date because I've not started using it. I in particular bought it for travel. That was one, and two because some of the brushes that I do have I've had for like 3-4 years, and I thought it was like time for me to get rid of some of those brushes and get some new ones. So I thought in purchasing new ones I'll just pick up a brush set. So now, the stippling brushes that I have are from a variety of brands, and yes, I know some of them are dirty, some of them are actually stained, and others are dirty because I used them earlier today and I just spot cleaned them and I didn't get to deep clean them. So that's where these are at. Now, I'll show you the 5 different types of brands that I have, and then I'll review them. Starting with, I can't say the cheapest, is the e.l.f. stipple brush. It's not called stippling, it's actually stipple brush. This is what it looks like, and I will just tell you a little bit about the brush. Now, before I go into this, I should have actually defined stippling brushes, what they do, or the purpose of them. I think a lot of you are familiar, but for those of you who are not, stippling brushes are generally dual fiber brushes. Not generally, they are dual fiber brushes where you find that you have the white or goat hair brushes, and then you have the regular synthetic black bristles. These brushes come in a variety of, like, some are packed down, some are a little loose. The famous about the dual fiber brushes is actually the stippling brush. Now, after these came out, I realized that a lot of companies started going for a lot of dual fiber brushes, and so you find that you will get some of the blush brushes, dual fiber foundation brushes, you get dual fiber, and they work pretty well. So, one distinction is that it has this sort of shape. It might be a little more dense, but it has the two colors. Some people call them squirrel tail brushes also. This one is from e.l.f. and it's a stipple brush, and the cost of this is actually in the US is about $3 US. In Trinidad it ranges from like 20, 25, 30. I think I've even heard $45 for them. But this one in particular is from e.l.f. Now, this one is not packed really dense. It's a little flimsy, but it's really soft. Now, these stippling brushes are generally known for shedding, and this e.l.f. one has never shed. Even with my first, second, third, fourth, fifth wash, it has never shed. I am 100% pleased in it not shedding, because I do have some others that, and you will hear about them, that they've shed like no other. Just they shed for everything, for washing, spot cleaning, application of makeup. They just shed. This doesn't shed. Now, because it's not densely packed and it's a little bit flimsy, it's very good for applying like bright color blushes. So that I use this for my Blush and Rose e.l.f. Studio Blush, just because it's such a bright color blush, and I just usually like a shea application to go to work. I also use this with I think it's Fuchsia Fusion or something like that from e.l.f. also, which is a bright kind of fuchsia color blush. I have a really pink colored blush from that I bought, I think, off of eBay too. I use this brush for that blush. Sorry for the tight tongue craziness. And I also was told if you have the Mai Tai blush from Milani, that you need to use it with like this type of brush because it's really pigmented. So I use these for blushes. I won't use this for foundation because it's so flimsy and it's not dense, and it will like really go all over the place for application. I use this for brightly colored blush because it gives me that kind of sheer color. And if I want the blush really bold, I'll actually use another. So let me move along quickly. This other one here, which is really dirty and I've had it for a while, is from Studio Tools, which I purchased this a while back from Target. Now this one I've had for like a year and it's in pretty good condition. This one I've actually used it for foundation too, and it works okay. This is liquid foundation and it works pretty okay. I paid about I think like $5 or $6 US for this one, and it's really not bad, and it's packed actually pretty dense and the bristles are pretty firm, so that's why I could use this one for foundation. Now this one I bought off of eBay and it says it's a MAC, but it's really not. It's not a real MAC. It's like an imitation special edition MAC brush, and this one is not really packed dense at all either. It's very flimsy, just like the ELF. The ELF is a lot more flimsy, and this just shed is a lot more flimsy. So I use this sometimes for highlighting. I don't use it that much. It's not really a go-to brush. And the last two are these. Now this, anybody can tell me which one is the authentic MAC brush? They both say MAC 187. Can anybody tell me which one is the real MAC? Yeah. If you guess this one, then you're absolutely wrong. This one was bought off of eBay, and this is the imitation MAC. Now see the difference? The imitation one is actually much taller, and the writing has stayed on for quite a while, and I've had this for about a year plus, and this one I've had for like 2 years, and the writing is already coming off. This sheds for everything. You play with it, it sheds. You wash it, it sheds. The first washing, it shed, and I was like, all my bristles are going. But then I used it, and the bristle came on my face. Then that was with liquid foundation. So I washed it again and said I will use it for blush. It shed. Spot cleaning, it shed. Simply playing with it, it will shed. It has been shedding, and so because of that, it has lost some of its body. This imitation, on the other hand, however, does not shed. If it has shed maybe once, twice out of the whole year and a half that I've had it, I use this for liquid foundation, but I use this a lot for mineral foundation or satin my powder, blush. You can use this brush for everything. It's packed dense enough for liquid foundation or mineral foundation to buff it in, but also could be light enough for blush, highlighting, everything. Now, based on all of that, I guess you could figure out really which and truly is my best, and it will be actually the fake MAC 187 that I got off eBay. I paid like I think $8 for this, $7.99 plus shipping to Trinidad. And for this brush, I bought it at a MAC store at West Mall, and I paid $300. Yes, a ridiculous $300. Which, look at shed here. See how I was playing with it? It shed. Bristles. I got bonus for my Christmas, and I said, wow, okay, I'm going to buy me a MAC brush. And so the MAC makeup artist said, you should buy the 187 if you don't buy any type of brush at all. You need to have a MAC 187. So I paid $300 and I got this brush. And that was pretty much when, if the MAC store is open in Trinidad 3 years now, that's pretty much I think when I bought it. I think, yeah. So this is about 3 years old. Could be 2.5. But it's not more than 3 years old. Yeah. This is a year and a half. But this brush takes, I mean, this is $300. That's 50 US. That's not even the sum of these. These, if I add up how much I pay, it's to pay for these. So this was like $3. This is 8. I see about 10 when I paid for shipping to Trinidad. 10, 11. So I say these two are like close to 15, 25, $30 for these 4, and 50 US for this. Okay, that's a little ridiculous in my book. So that's my simple, humble opinion on the stippling brush. I hope it helps you. And if anything, leave a comment below and I'll answer your questions. Thanks for watching.